DeWitt. I'm joining you out of Versailles, Indiana, and I'm going to show you how to use a really cool Web 2.0 tool today called Padlet. So you can find Padlet by going to Google and just doing a quick search for it. It'll be the first thing that comes up. It's called a Padlet. I'll log out here so you can see how you log on. It's one of my favorite tools because you can log in directly with a Google account. The school I teach at, all of my kiddos have Google accounts, so it's free and very easy to use for them. But you can log in with Facebook or another Gmail account, or you can create a username specifically for the website. So Padlet is basically a blog that allows you to share materials and collaborate with others. You can have several authors that can all contribute to Padlet. So the way it works is you go over to what looks like a settings gear, but this is how you modify anything about your Padlet. So as far as like the wallpaper goes, right now it's set on Blackboard, which is interestingly enough green, but you can change it to ocean or whatever it is that you're interested in based on what you would like to present on. The layout is really kind of a neat thing. What makes this a little bit different than a blog is in most blogs, posts are from most recent to current, and you can set it up that way in the stream, or you can have it grid-like where well, it's like a grid, so you have multiple pictures that are kind of blocky in nature. I like the freeform because you can easily move things just by clicking and dragging, so I think that's a really cool feature. So that's the layout. You can also manage the privacy by making it a completely private blog, or you can make it password protected, so the only way that someone can view it is by typing in a password. Probably the best thing for most users is by using the hidden link, and that's the default. You might want to change it to where the person can just view it. Otherwise, anyone who has access to your Padlet can just start typing on it. You can also add people by typing in their username, and you can set it up to where that person can just view it, or they can moderate it, or they're an administrator. So probably for most projects, you would want all students to be able to be administrators on your Padlet. That way they can all add and delete things, modify posts. You can also have it set up to where you get daily emails. This is the web address, so it's under settings and address, so this is how people get to your Padlet. So when you want to just create a new post, it's super easy. You literally just double click and it comes up like this. So new post would be my title, and I'll say hello EDCI 568ers. And if I wanted to, you can add a picture or a video. You can directly embed it or upload something, or you can take a selfie of yourself, which I'm not going to do. Since I don't want this to stay here, I'm going to click on the little red trash can. Some of the benefits of Padlet are that it's free, it's easy to use, it's very accessible. You can easily modify it. You can add any attachments, including videos. It's a very collaborative tool, and it's a great Web 2.0 tool to use in your classroom for learner-centered engagement. There are some limitations of it. At first, there's a bit of a learning curve. So at least for me, I wouldn't have necessarily thought that this settings, or like the gear settings, is how you would modify everything about it. What's really handy though is that this little question mark thing is a get help button. So if you click it, it shows you how to do pretty much everything, and that's really handy. Or you can send them an email if you can't answer it there. It's a blog type tool, so you're not going to be able to use this for making videos or anything like that. And the creator of Padlet has the most authority, so depending on the group dynamic of your students, that can be a good or a bad thing. So if you have a Project Zilla who wants to do everything on the project, that person could create the blog and make it to where the other people can only view it. So that could be problematic. So it's about building relationships and working with your students to ensure that everyone's able to access and contribute to it. In the classroom, it has tons of resources. You can use it as a blog or as a presentation tool. You can share content with colleagues remotely. So if I have a partner who's also working on the same project, we can both be working on it at the same time and give feedback to one another. And you can use this, I would imagine, in a history or literature sense, but the sky's the limit. You can use it for anything. So I'm actually going to show you some of the way that other people have used it. So they have this gallery here. that shows people who have made Padlets. So this person made a timeline over the Odyssey and added some pictures, probably for a school project. This particular person used the map background and created like a little bit of a bucket list. This person talked about their favorite places in Belgium with lots of pictures. This person made a blog of Julius Caesar and talked about his leadership. This person turned it into a little bit of a weekly planner. So you can use this for tons of things in your classroom. So I hope that this presentation has been helpful to you. I think it's a great tool. I'm planning on using it with my web-based lesson that we're creating for 568. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Just shoot me a message on Blackboard and I'll be happy to get back with you as soon as I can. Wish everyone the best of luck.